Hello to everyone all around the world. Let's get right to it. Today is a day to be grateful. That's what today's moment of empowerment is all about. Recognizing and being appreciative and acknowledging the fact that you have something to be grateful for. I want you to take the time out to look back and to think back. Once upon a time, maybe it was your previous reality, or maybe it may even be your present day reality. Once upon a time, you experienced periods of hopelessness, worthlessness, low self esteem, and depression. You wanted to give up. You had less than nothing. You were struggling to make ends meet. Those circumstances that you endured, maybe they were less than ideal. Those hard times and those hardships that maybe you saw in movies, you saw on television, and reality shows that you saw from looking from the outside in, you saw someone else go through it. You told yourself throughout your lifetime, you know what? I will never endure such a thing. But somehow it came knocking at your front door. Somehow along the way, you had gotten to the point where you were unable to provide for your family, yet alone yourself. You were unable to sustain the growth that you endured. You were unable to conquer those hard times. You were unable to stand on your own 2 feet. Here is the beauty about all of these things. In spite of what you have endured along the way, in spite of the journey that you had to go through, guess what? The blessing and the beautiful part about it is you are still here on today. You survived it. You survived the very worst and the very worst days of that journey. Guess what? Because you are still here, you have something to be grateful for. Nonetheless, you made it through that very journey. Those experiences that you may have endured throughout that journey, they taught you something. Understand that those experiences, they may have led you to new realization, new revelation, and new insight about yourself. They may have led you to growth and elevation and personal development within yourself. Understand that you have something to be grateful for. Understand that when you look in the mirror, you should be able to tell yourself thank you. Because guess what? In spite of what you are going through, in spite of what you previously went through, you have proven to yourself that you do have what it takes, whether you realize it or not. You have what it takes, that you are strong, that you have the will to get through this, that you are greatness. And because you are greatness, your circumstances that are temporary, your circumstances that are not everlasting, guess what? Your greatness has every ounce of ability to be able to conquer what is in front of you. Understand, and I charge you with this as well. Understand that there are those family members, those friends, those loved ones, maybe even those strangers that knew nothing about you that also helped you with those trenches. As you look back, as you close your eyes and you think back, you probably do realize there were those times where you simply wanted to give up, that you had absolutely no hope. Someone along the way sacrificed a little bit of themselves just to make sure you receive the uplifting that you deserve, that you receive the encouragement and the empowerment and the motivation and the inspiration that you deserve. They saw something in you that maybe you at the time did not see in yourself. They chose to take time out of their day, or maybe even resources out of their own pocket, out of their own household, to say, you know what? You're going to be all right. You're going to make it through this. And guess what? Those individuals, I charge you to go and just give them a phone call, send them a text message just to say, hey, you know what? I appreciate you, because without you, I'm not sure where I would be. I'm not sure if I would have ever gotten out of that dark place. Understand that they are just as important in that process of healing, in that process of recovery, as it is for you. All right. I want to be able to speak with those that are recovering once again for things like addiction, things like substance abuse, things like incarceration, things like domestic violence. All right. Understand, you know firsthand how hard and how difficult it can be, excuse me, to get through those dark phases in your life. Remember those individuals that helped you through those particular moments. Whether it was a counselor at a treatment facility or a psychologist, maybe it was a medical profession, maybe it was a very close friend that refused to allow to see you be destroyed by that of your substance, by that of the domestic violence, whatever the case may be. Tell them thank you on today. Be grateful for the new opportunity as well. Understand that every moment, and this is the beauty of the life that you live, understand that every moment that you breathe a new breath, that you take a step forward, every moment that you wake up in the morning, understand that it presents itself as a new opportunity. That new opportunity can be whatever you need it to be, whatever you want it to be. But that new opportunity, most importantly, is another chance to simply get it right. So be grateful for that new opportunity on today. Finally, I want to take the time out to acknowledge, all right, here in the United States, I know I have a worldwide audience here, but here in the United States, we are celebrating a nationally recognized holiday known as Thanksgiving. Understand that this is a very special holiday. Now, as you go throughout the festivities of enjoying the holiday itself, I know some of you are working. There are those essential staff that are out there, medical professionals. There are those essential staff out there like police officers. Maybe you're even maybe the housekeeper or the environmental services specialist at the hospital. All right, whomever you may be, if you are at work today, we still say thank you on today. You sacrificed and you chose to be at work on today in spite of, even though you could have been with family, even though you could be at home eating, you chose to be at work today. Thank you so much for your diligence and your continued sacrifice throughout this process. For those of you that are at home that were able to get off of work, understand understand that this is a very special moment. This COVID 19 process, this COVID 19 pandemic has taken away a lot. For those of you that has lost someone close to your heart, my condolences goes out to each and every one of you. However, one thing I am sure that loved one would still want you to do is live. Okay? That is the beauty about today. Be grateful that you still have a chance to live, to have a more fulfilling life, to share your greatness with the rest of the world. As you go about today's festivities, being grateful and enjoying the fellowship with friends and family and giving back to your community if you are volunteering, understand that today is a day of gratitude. I charge you with this on today. Please take the time out to say thank you. Thanks for watching.